This episode of Video Marketing Madness is made possible by Video Market. Video Market is the new marketplace for video clips. And you can get all sorts of really cool video clips, as well as spokespeople talking about different types of services and products, and a whole bunch of other great stuff. If you want to learn more and be able to get some great video clips, then head on over to bonuses.com/video market with two T's.
Give that URL again. I was talking over you.
That's raisebonuses.com/video market with two T's.
I bought it.
Nice.
Yeah, I found a bunch of good lawyer PLR videos I'm using. But if you look at just buying them separately, you get 1,000 points for $17.
Well, and as I told somebody the other day, I don't think there's anything that stops you from buying 1,000 points 10 times either. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, and one video is like $10. So I mean, if you download 3 videos, it more than pays for itself. And I don't know what 1,000 points will get you, how many videos, but it's way more than 3 videos.
But I believe it's like 5 credits equals $1. So for 20 credits, you can buy a $4 clip.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, so it's a great deal. So
200 clips out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
Except mine are more expensive.
What's that?
I said, except if you buy mine are more expensive than the rest. For some reason.
Are they? Okay.
Apparently higher.
Are you the one they call Video Guy? Is that?
No, actually, mine actually lists me as Ray the Video Guy, but somebody else is listed as Video Guy.
Oh, okay.
Each of the clips. Mine are the ones with Michael at the top there. They're at the very top of it with the blue backgrounds.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool.
There you go. So that's Video Market. Check it out, raisebonuses.com/video market with two T's. And on today's show, we're going to talk about 5 free resources that you can use in your video and online marketing.
He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah, Ray the Video Guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise, has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah, Ray the Video Guy.
It's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper. You can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/video marketing madness. Get plenty of useful tips. I put the news of the week in there too, and it's all, well, I was going to say it's all YouTube related, but it's pretty darn close to being all online video marketing related. And then go to videomarketingmadnessradio.com, subscribe to us on iTunes, and get all kinds of freebies from Ray.
Yes, we love freebies. Freebies are good.
Absolutely. Very good. So, and that's what the show's about today.
It is. It absolutely is. Free resources that you can use in your video and other marketing as well. So that'll be good.
Well, I got a little bit of news of the week.
Excellent. Well, let's hit it.
Okay.
News of the week.
Okay, and I don't know if this is so much news, but it's news that this story was posted, and you can find it in the on the Facebook fan page. 6 killer reasons YouTube is still king of online video, and this is from RealSEO.com. Okay. Number 1, YouTube has a robust content ID system.
That is a big one.
Uh-huh.
Unless you like to steal video, in which case it's not the big one.
Yeah, right. YouTube is currently the only site with this. One can spend a lot of time and money developing a video, and then somebody rips it off. So YouTube's system allows this to take place automatically. They monitor that.
Nice.
Yeah. It prevents fraudulent copies of videos. It's scanned against a database and a content ID claim. Content ID is put on it, so when there's a claim, they can easily trace it.
Right.
Did I say that correctly?
I believe so. That sounds right.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, it's a fairly long story, and I'm trying to encapsulate it. Okay, number 2. YouTube views count for more. In other words, you got to watch it 30 seconds into the video for it to count. Facebook and Instagram, 3 seconds. Twitter is just a click.
Well, and that's the way YouTube used to be. We used to be able to game the system pretty easily by doing that, but they've smartened up, and now you have to watch 30 seconds.
Uh-huh. YouTube shows in Google search. Enough said.
That is a big one. I'm still waiting for Facebook to do that, and I haven't been able to see it happen yet. But hopefully only a matter of time.
Yeah, let me know if you ever see that. YouTube is monetized. Anyone can monetize, even your grandma. That's what it says here. Other sites, you got to be a major publisher or a big deal or something to get some kind of revenue from your content. Not so much with YouTube.
Right. Yeah, and obviously most people are not going to make much of anything off of that. But if you've got a video that can get a lot of views, you could make some pretty good money. And there are plenty of people making tens of thousands each month specifically from those programs.
I wonder what Frankie McDonald makes.
I don't even know who that is.
It's this kid. No, I say kid. He's like 32 years old. He's autistic.
Okay.
And he does weather forecasts for all over the country.
Oh, wow.
And they're kind of interesting. He kind of yells it, and he's got these catchphrases like clean your rifles, wear your rain gear, order Chinese, charge your electronic device, charge your iPod, charge your Droid. But then he talks about, there's going to be, a rainstorm moving into Nebraska, and he kind of gives the weather forecast. Yeah, Google Frankie McDonald, Frankie, and watch it sometime.
Nice.
It's great, and he gets thousands of views per video. And he's been interviewed on all kinds of TV stations and stuff. So,
wow, well, that's very cool. I'll have to check that out. That's it. Really interesting.
Yeah, and I'm sure somebody got to him and said monetize your videos. I'd be surprised if that didn't happen.
Oh, I'm sure. I would hope so.
YouTube.
But if he's doing it just for fun, then that's good too.
Well, yeah, but hopefully he's making some money on it. And I think he is. YouTube videos are not muted.
True.
Facebook, Vine, and Instagram, the audio may not immediately play. And let's flip it. YouTube has fantastic analytics data. Well, enough about that. So, if you've ever looked at the analytics, it's very robust.
Yes, it is. We do like the analytics that they provide. Heck, I don't even understand half of them. That's how cool they are.
Yeah. And you're Ray the video guy.
I am. That's true.
Okay. So, yeah, that's the only news story I had for the week. And we're really focusing on how you can improve your online video marketing with the show now. And if you haven't listened in a couple of weeks, we've sort of dispensed with the interviews, although if we get, Daryl Eves or, somebody big time with online video marketing, we're not opposed to doing an interview, but we're really focusing on how we can help your online video marketing with the show. And with that in mind, Ray's got 5 free resources.
I do. I've got 5 free resources that you can use in your video or online marketing. And some of these you may know about, some of them you may not. And if you don't, be sure to write these down as we're talking. But of course, we will have notes after the show with links and things of that nature so that you can get more information. Mm-hmm. So let's start with the 5 free video resources. Steve, do you like free resources?
I do.
Excellent. I think everybody kind of likes
know why?
Because they're free.
Yeah.
That's the best reason. Well, we've got some stuff that's going to help you, whether you're looking for actual video to put into your videos, whether you're looking for images to put into your videos, whether you're looking to put graphics into your videos, whether you need logos, or whether you need to do graphic design for inside your videos. We've got something for everyone in here. And these, like I said, these are free, so you're going to love these. These are great. So let's start off with some free video. Have you ever needed a piece of video for your videos? I'm sure you all have, right? Steve, I'm sure you're looking for video all the time.
All the time. That's why I bought Video Market with 2 T's.
Video Market with 2 T's. That is a great paid resource, but of course that's inexpensive and a great way to get some really neat stuff. And of course, if you don't mind spending a few dollars, you can also go to places like Fiverr, and they'll have some things in there.
True.
And of course, you can go to a website like Video Hive, which has all sorts of video clips and things that you can use in your videos. But again, those start to get a little bit more expensive. Well, we want to talk about some free resources. Now, did you know that you can actually use video that's on YouTube? Kind of. The term that we want to talk about now is Creative Commons. Creative Commons. And what Creative Commons is when you upload a video to YouTube, there are different licenses you can put on the video that you put up there.
Yeah.
One of those licenses is Creative Commons. And what this means is that you're basically releasing this video onto YouTube and saying, hey, anybody who wants to use this for something else, feel free to do so. And so you've got the option to be able to use Creative Commons video in your videos. And all you have to do to find the Creative Commons stuff that's on there is to do a typical video search. So for instance, if you absolutely needed to have some more cat videos to put into a compilation cat video, well, all you have to do is go to YouTube and type in cat videos. And when you do, you'll see that all these cat videos will show up on your search. But at the top, there'll be a little button that says filters. And if you click on that, you can change what you see based upon features such as whether it's at 4K or HD, whether it has subtitles, whether it's in 3D, whether it's a live presentation, whether it's purchased, all sorts of things like that. But one of the options in there is Creative Commons. And if you click on that Creative Commons button, you'll find all the different clips of cats that you can use in your own video compilations and in your own videos because they've been released as Creative Commons. So you can do whatever you want with those. Kind of neat, right?
Yeah.
It's a great way to be able to find some really neat clips because obviously, it's not so bad to go to certain places and pay $4 or $5 for a clip if you really need it. But, if you're just doing a project for fun, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can come to the Creative Commons area and just kind of find some stuff that fits your needs and isn't going to bust your budget. So that's the YouTube Creative Commons, the first way that you can get free stuff for your videos. What do you think of that, Steve?
I love it.
Yeah, it's a great resource, and in fact, even some of the newer online video editing programs, they'll actually pull in videos from the Creative Commons area of YouTube automatically. So, for instance, if you're using the program and you need a clip of a cat, you can do a search inside some of these online video creators. It'll pull up the Creative Commons cat videos and then bring them into your project automatically. So it's
nice.
a lot of neat stuff going on there.
Yeah.
And of course, if you use the YouTube video editor, you can do that there as well. It's much easier to bring in the Creative Commons stuff into the video editor there and build your own little videos. So a lot of fun stuff you can do there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go on to number 2. Number 2 deals with something else that people go crazy with all the time, and that's getting royalty-free images for videos. And people will spend a ton of money. Places like iStock can charge up to $80 to $100 for one still video. One still image sometimes. Now, they're not all that high. Some of them are $20, $15. But still, $15 for one video, for one still image, is crazy. It's nuts. So, how would you like to have a resource to find a whole bunch of I keep saying video, but still images that don't cost anything?
Lay it on me.
Lay it on you. All right. Well, we've got a great resource. The resource is called Pixabay, Pixabay.com. Pixabay is a website that looks very similar to something like iStock, where you can go in and you can search images, and when you do, they'll pull up a whole bunch of really good photographs that people have uploaded that you can use for pretty much anything. Now, you do want to check, some of them will have some restrictions, so you do want to look at the copyright info that's on the page for each image. But for the most part, they are usable for anything you want, and you can make some really cool videos and find some great stuff in there. You need a picture of a bankruptcy sign because you're doing a bankruptcy lawyer video. Well, you can pull it up, and I'm sure you'll find some great stuff for that. You need law, you need dentistry, whatever it happens to be. Pixabay is an easy way to be able to grab a whole bunch of stuff that you can use in your videos and in other marketing as well. Now, Steve, what types of still images do you like to use for your videos?
Cats.
Besides cats.
I like the, I do a lot of lawyer stuff. So, the scales, representations, a lawyer standing in a courtroom, that type of thing.
Well, just for fun, I went to Pixabay, I typed in lawyers, and there were 119 lawyer images that came up, many of them with the scales, hammers, or gavel, rather, hammer.
Hammer.
We've got the gavel, we've got courthouse.
Why did I think that was funny? I don't know.
Silly.
I'm easily tickled. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We've got pictures of different lawyers. We've got cartoons of lawyers and magistrates and all sorts of other cool stuff. Even a signature of somebody named P. Smith, I think. I don't know what that has to do with lawyers. But there's an image of somebody named P. Smith's signature. So if you needed a signature, there you go.
P. Diddy.
All sorts of great stuff in here. And, of course, the way that these guys make money is the top row has Shutterstock images. So if you see something in there, then they take you over to Shutterstock and try to sell you some images there.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Grab your free images there. And there's quite a few, so you can get some really nice stuff in there to use in your marketing. All right, so that's Pixabay. Now, number 3.
Three.
Have you ever wanted to create graphics for your videos? Of course you have. Well, we've got a great resource that's going to allow you to create things like lower thirds, as well as a few other things. And the product is called Hangout Magics. Sorry, I can't say it. Hangout Magics with an X.
Boy, try saying that 3 times real quick. Yeah.
I wanted to say Hangouts, but it's hangoutmagics with an X.com. Now, this is made by the same guys who created a product recently called Usign, which is a really, really good video graphics creation system, and not even just video graphics, but other graphics creation system. So these guys know what they're doing. They also created Instant Video Presence, which allowed you to create other graphics for your YouTube videos. They created, I believe it was called Instant Tube Presence.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking. I've got that, yeah.
So all of these guys make all of these different products, but this is their free one, which allows you to create lower thirds, and they're actually pretty nice. You can do calls to action, you can do a sidebar, and you can do social media buttons in your videos. Download the images and then slap them onto your videos. And like I said, they're actually pretty nice. They're not they're not basic stinky little graphics. They have some pretty good ones here. They're even something little like a live bug for the corner of your video. It's just nicely done. The lower thirds are pretty nice. They've got a variety of social media things you can add to your videos, and then you just download these. So it's a very nice little piece of software. You can have a lot of fun with it and build some graphics that make you look just a little bit more professional without having to hire somebody or without having to learn Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yeah.
It's hangoutmagics with an X.com. All right. Number 4. Now this one's a little bit different, but this is something that over the years I have used a ton. In fact, it's amazing how often I've actually had to use this. Steve, have you ever worked with a client who doesn't even seem to have their own logo?
Oh, man, tell me about it.
And worse, have you ever worked with a client who is an affiliate of a big company and they still don't even have the logo?
Oh, yeah.
Ford dealer or a Chevy dealer,
Yep.
and they don't even have access to the logo for you to put on their videos. Drives me crazy, but it's amazing how many people don't have these things for their own businesses. People who sell big products, Moen faucets or I don't know why I'm choosing Moen faucets, just popped up there, but they're selling name brand stuff and they have no logos for any of this stuff. Well, fortunately, there is a great website, and like I said, I've used this a million times. And this website is basically just a repository of logos in vector format, and some of them are in PNG type format, but mostly they're EPSs and AIs and things like that. And they allow you to download these logos. So, for instance, you're working with a Ford dealer or a Chevy dealer or a Toyota dealer, and they don't have the latest Toyota logo. Well, you can go to this website called brandsoftheworld.com. Brandsoftheworld.com. And inside there, just search for the company, and boom, you'll likely get quite a few different varieties of the logos, as well as the latest slogans and things like that for a lot of companies. In fact, for many companies you may never even have heard of. So smaller companies are getting put up here as well as bigger ones. So even a smaller local pizza chain, their logo might be up here. So there's a lot of great stuff in here. But all you have to do is head over to brandsoftheworld.com and look up some of these logos, and you'd be surprised what you might find inside brandsoftheworld.com.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. And like I said, I used to use this a lot more than I do now, just because I used to work a lot more with car dealers and things like that. And when I did, I often had to come here to grab the, not only just like the Ford logo, but maybe it's specifically the Mustang logo, things like that. So they'll have these sub-logos that are in there as well a lot of times that you can use for things. Or maybe, Ford's got their EcoBoost, so maybe in there as well. So just a lot of things like that. And of course, another thing that I've often used this for, and something that people may not think of much, is for inspiration as well as for variation. So for instance, let's say I'm working with a company that is in the Rocky Mountains and they do plumbing. Well, I can look up Rocky Mountains, find other people that have logos that deal with the Rocky Mountains, and I could download that logo and kind of model it to create something new.
Oh.
So it's a very easy way to be able to do that. Now, you don't want to copy people's logos. You don't want to steal what they have there.
No.
To kind of get an idea and to be able to use some of these things as a base, it's a big help, and it works really well for that.
Oh, absolutely.
So, all right, so you have images, you have graphics for your videos, you even have logos from various brands around the world. But what happens when you want to create your own graphics or use some of these graphics and modify them? Well, unfortunately, Photoshop is kind of an expensive piece of software, and I'm amazed at how many people don't have their own copy of Photoshop. And I'm sure the price has a lot to do with it, or maybe the price isn't worth it because you wouldn't use it enough. Well, there are some great free resources that actually work really, really well for doing Photoshop-like work without having to buy Photoshop. And the cool thing about them is they are actually online, so you don't even have to have an actual software to download in order to use these. Now, the first one is an old favorite called Pixlr.com, Pixlr.com. Now, they've been going through quite a few changes lately, so some of their stuff is a little bit different than before. But essentially, if you can get to, you get onto the page, you have to search around a little bit. But one of their softwares is a kind of a Photoshop-like software that's run right from your browser. It actually has a similar look to Photoshop, and a lot of the tools work the same way. So it's a great way to be able to, kind of build your own graphics without having to purchase Photoshop. How would that sound to you, Steve?
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
It's a very slick piece of software, and I believe they even have an app now for your tablets that you can do stuff with. I'm sure it's not quite as robust, but they've got the Photoshop-like software, and they've actually got a couple of other softwares on there now as well that are a little more user-friendly. So great for beginners and things like that you can still do some cool stuff. Now, the other one that I want to bring up is a product called Sumo Paint. Now, Sumo Paint, you may have, if you've purchased a lot of products, you may have seen Sumo Paint floating around. Sometimes they give it away with things. Sometimes when you buy something and it's got graphics in it, you'll see there's a Photoshop version, a PSD, but then there's one that says Sumo, and that's what this is for. This is for Sumo Paint, and Sumo Paint has a few different things that they do, but The best one for me is the online version that works very similar to Pixlr.com in that you just run it right in your browser. Now this one really looks like Photoshop. The layout is very similar, and you can do a lot of the same types of things inside your web browser, just like you would with Photoshop. And like I said, it's got a familiar Photoshop interface, which means that if you're on the road, you can do some work on another person's computer, on a hotel computer, or down in the lobby, and not have to worry about not having a copy of Photoshop, because you can do some of your stuff right inside Sumo Paint.
SUMMO?
SUMO.
Okay.
WARE.com is where you can get started. So sumoware.com is a great place to get started.
Sumo, WEAR, did you say? I'm sorry, I blinked. Okay.
Software. Okay. And, of course, if you just search Sumo Paint in Google, you'll also be able to find it.
Sumoware.com, though. Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, it's got a very similar Photoshop-like interface. It's even got drop-down menus at the top that look like Photoshop. You've got your filters and your 3D effects and your blurs and your distortions and a lot of the stuff that looks very similar to what you'd see inside of Photoshop. You've got adjustment layers. You've got your layers menus, so you can do all sorts of different things there. You've got resizing and rotating and all the stuff that you need for basic video, image editing right inside your browser from anywhere on the planet.
Cool.
Yes. So there you go. That is Sumo Paint and Pixlr.com. And those are our 5 free resources. So to run through them again, YouTube Creative Commons for grabbing videos that you want to use in your own creative video creation. Creative video creation. That's my creative speaking there.
Yes.
So for your video creation, you can grab Creative Commons. And again, just search on YouTube and then filter it by Creative Commons. We've got Pixabay for those of you that need some nice images that are stock, royalty-free, not going to get you into trouble. Hangout Magics at hangoutmagics.com. This allows you to create graphics for your videos like lower thirds and buttons and banners. Brandsoftheworld.com. If you need a logo to use with your clients' videos or your videos, great place to find them, brandsoftheworld.com. And finally, for image editing, we've got Pixlr.com and Sumo Paint. There you go.
And I'll have all this in the show notes.
Indeed. So those are our 5 free resources.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Very cool.
Indeed it is.
It's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper. Today's show made possible by...
Today's show is made possible by Video Market with 2 T's. Video Market is the easy way and inexpensive way to be able to find video clips, stock video footage, and even spokespeople talking about various subjects and local businesses. For instance, Steve, you said you grabbed some of the lawyer ones, correct?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah, and essentially what you're grabbing off of there is an actor on a screen talking about why a law firm is fantastic. Now, it kind of talks in a generic fashion. It doesn't say Smith Law. It just says, if you're looking for a lawyer, then you've come to the right place. We're awesome. Check us out. Click below.
But one of the things I noticed is like personal injury lawyers. Yep. They specifically got a video for that, and you could tell they knew what they were talking about because it's written for a personal injury lawyer. It talks about personal injury lawyer stuff. And so the videos are not only well presented, they're well written, and Video Market gives you a heck of a deal. I mean, you get a ton of credits. I mean, if you try to buy these just by going to the website alone and buying them one at a time, doesn't compare to buying the license or the 1,000 credits for $17 through Ray's affiliate site. That's the easiest way.
Yeah, and actually they do have even after the credit period is over, because the credits are only a limited time.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? By the time you're listening to this, if you're listening to this in the future, they may not have the credit system there anymore for you, because that's kind of an opening week sort of thing. But they're still inexpensive. His goal was to provide Fiverr-like pricing.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the clips there are $4, $6, $8. So they're not very expensive regardless. But if you can get those credits, the 1,000 credits, you could potentially get 200 video clips for that. I don't even know what the 1,000 credits is going for now. I know the price is going up slowly in a dime sale format. So I think it might be, maybe like $17 now or so. But
it's a good deal.
It's a fantastic deal. For 1,000 credits, the ability to download, potentially 200 of these clips is just amazing. And these are the same clips, by the way, that I always used straight out of a product called Video Jack.
Yeah.
This is a marketplace they've created with the stuff that they used to only have inside of Video Jack. And so I used to grab all those all the time. So a lot of my videos use these particular clips in them. And now they're available for the general public, even if you're not part of Video Jack.
Yeah, you can buy just the content as opposed to having to buy the content and the software.
Exactly. So very, very slick stuff. And of course, it is a marketplace, which means that people like me are putting stuff up there now. Others will be putting stuff up there in the future. So even if you've already been there and maybe you didn't see what you wanted or you already grabbed what you wanted, keep coming back because other people besides them are going to be putting up more and more content. Like I said, I've got about 19 clips for sale up there so far using a very good actor friend of mine. And, we'll be adding, I'm sure, a lot more stuff into there in the near future as well. Because believe it or not, Steve, you know how much of that we've sold in the last couple of days since this market opened?
Oh, I can't even begin to guess. A lot. You've sold a lot.
We've sold a lot. I mean, we're talking in the thousands, which is just incredible.
And give us your link again.
It's if you check out raisebonuses.com/video market with 2 T's. Yeah. And of course, if you don't want to buy the 1,000 credits, be sure to at least click over and create a free account because obviously it is a marketplace, so it is free to join the marketplace to browse things and whatnot. So if you don't need anything today, but you may need some video clips 2 months from now, then it's good to at least have an account there so that you can purchase later on. So there you go.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/video marketing madness. Get plenty of useful tips and news of the week. A little tip for you, if it's not showing up in your timeline, just head over to the landing page and like a few of the stories and it'll start showing up in your timeline. It's a lot of good stuff. And then if you go to videomarketingmadnessradio.com and subscribe to us on iTunes, you'll get free stuff from Ray.
Woo!
Woo! Free stuff.
Love free stuff.
All right, buddy.
All right. Well, there goes another week. We hope you enjoyed the 5 free video resources and that you'll get out there and start using some of those in your marketing right away because, they're free.
There you go.
And we all love free.
That's right. Because it's free.
Because it's free. So until next time, this is Ray the Video Guy for Steve Sleeper saying, have a wonderful week.
Adios.
He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah, Ray the Video Guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise, has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah, Ray the Video Guy.